Hello, everybody. How are we doing today? Who do we have in the chat? Let me open up. I don't actually have my stream chat open. Well, I do have my stream chat open, but I want to see also how many people are in here. So let's just take a look on the stream. There it is. Okay, who do we have? Joe. Welcome, Lotmo Crypto, welcome, Pikachu, welcome, Maz G, welcome. You love McDonald's. Is that where you're at right now? With back in McDonald's because crypto's dumping, right? Everyone's gonna be working there again. I could really do with a McDonald's today, actually. Vinish, straight away life. Good morning or good afternoon, wherever you are. Jim George Cake is in the house. I hope you are you still on the train? No, you're back. You said I saw you back. Yeah. Delirium, welcome. Alexander, Helen, DM. Cool. Okay, how is everybody doing? I'm a bit tired today. I'm a little bit tired today, but I thought, like, what better way to shake off the cobwebs after a night out? So we had a little bit of a Toros night out, went to watch the football, had a few drinks, and yeah, I've just finished off some leftover pizza from yesterday evening, which was good fun. Tidied up a little bit, went out for a nice walk. Yeah, now back here and ready to take a look at the charts. I've taken a couple of trades today on the NASDAQ just to wet my whistle for trading for the day, get myself into it. So these were a couple this morning. I'm really annoyed I missed non-farm payroll earlier, like literally by about 10 seconds. I really wanted to take a long, and I'll show you that in just a minute. So yeah, a little bit frustrating. So I probably will avoid the trying to chase this move. I'll show you it on NASDAQ now. It was so nice. So basically, you'd had this London session that was just like very chill. Then you had NFP, and there was just this drop straight back into the daily open, back into the VWAP then, and then it just flew from that point onwards. So a little bit annoyed. I had the opportunity to buy, and basically on this wick here, it dropped down like really quick, and then it just kind of hung out down here for a few seconds, and then it just went, and I just missed the opportunity to press the button. Like I had the confirmation there, and usually when I mark it into a trade, I kind of like mark it in, and then I have to I kind of time the confirmation, and I just missed the confirmation, and then it flew. I was like, I've missed it. In hindsight, it would have been fine. Like that few seconds delay, it would have been fine. But by that time, when my reactions are a bit slow today, so by that time when I was able to react, it was back up here, and then it just never really looked back. So I was like, okay, it could do this, and it could be annoying. It could like dump again. But yeah, I should have just gone for it. So one of those, a little bit frustrating. Can't really chase the move now. We'll see what happens on New York Open, and yeah, I mean, with Bitcoin, it's not really doing very much. So I've been trading NASDAQ more this week, and that's kind of just been making little trades here and there, getting back into NASDAQ for the new year, because this is the first week I've traded this, because crypto's been doing plenty. So yeah, getting back into the NASDAQ, and it's been good. But yeah, we'll talk about Bitcoin, of course, first. So Bitcoin, I mean, there's not too much more to update on. Everybody knows I was saying 38,800, so you don't need reminding. Okay, I don't need to repeat that. Previous bull market POC. Okay, and it was the low volume node. See there, this low volume node from basically this whole move up that we'd had. we had the confluence there with the anchored VWAP, and there was the drop down into that POC, followed by the bounce, getting the close back above that anchored VWAP, and then pushing on, seeing now, and what I really want to start seeing, and I said this on yesterday's morning update, there hasn't really been any change to that. I want to see candle open and closes back inside here to have confidence once again, because right now, all we've seen previously from this drop is drop, sideways, and today essentially being like, if you look at what happened last week, you had the low, then you had one day where it was kind of green candle, red candle, drop. The low, green candle, red candle, are we going to see another drop? I think it's more likely that we can see some closes in here and start to look for higher prices. However, just something to be aware of, okay, very, very similar to what happened on the previous drop, and there has not been any follow through, any momentum picking up from this so far. So I want to see candle open and closes back inside the range. That is what I want to see. The French bull is here. French bull, why are you not, and also Delirium, not mod? Add as moderator for Delirium. French bull, I'm sure you were a mod. Not that you need to do anything. I just like to give you the extra color. That is the right French bull, right? We don't have an imposter in the house. We don't. We do have the actual French bull. The legend that is the French bull. So French bull, I'll give you the fancy colored name, and Delirium, I've just given you the fancy name as well. Add as moderator, standard moderator, save. Yes! Delirium has the spanner. French bull has the spanner, or the wrench, the banhammer, whatever it is that is. And they can make sure everybody in the chat is behaving themselves. What EMA is holding the BTC price up? So this is your anchored VWAP from the start of the ETF hype. So we had, obviously, ETF hype started on the Monday the 16th of October. Well, that was the big day where you were like, bears, you have nothing. That was the day that killed the bears for good. And if anyone was, I think we were live at the time when we were getting this move. And that was when I was like, I am all in. And then just went all in crypto for this move up. Because until then, it was looking like it could go either way. Like we had this like drop down. There was this thing, oh, are we going to get some continuation back down to the low 22s? Or are we going to break back up and then get this continuation higher? And it was this day that, basically confirms to me that bull market was back, and was back in a very, very big way. So that's the anchored VWAP. That's basically the average volume weighted price for the entire move that we've seen. And this is on spot. Okay, it's similar on other exchanges. So if we look at our anchored VWAP on like WooX, okay, it's actually a little bit lower. We'll ignore that. It's spot that's the important one. And yeah, that's the moving line. However, we do, I believe, have the 100 daily EMA. Yes. So this green line is the 100 EMA on the 1 day. So that's also compliments. Okay, we had this cluster of confluence. And since even when we were in this range here, of course, we were looking for that value area high 618, 2022 yearly highs, and then the drop back down to 38,800. So, yeah. I can see, Delirium, that's a bit harsh. I see Heroin Ostustekdos said always up for timeout, and then Delirium literally just did that. Was away trading legacy, what's up with BTC? Why is it not 100k yet? I mean, that's what I've been doing too. I've been chilling out on the NASDAQ, taking little scalps, those bread and butter type of trades. Is this New York open already? Oh my god, it is. It's already happened. And it's doing the same as yesterday. Sorry. I forgot that I'd started it 15 minutes later than usual. I didn't actually take out London highs. So we've gone for the lows initially here on New York Open. I'll come back to this. I don't have the brain power to trade the actual initial balance this morning. We traded it yesterday, so we did the trading room yesterday, managed to catch a couple of really nice trades, and yeah, we'll see how this settles, but it's the same plan as always. We'll come back to that in a minute. But yeah, I think that's Bitcoin's sorted on the higher time frames. Now on the lower time frames, what can we be looking at? Daily open. I'll get rid of this EMA. I believe we're back around VWAP at the moment. Yes, we are. Someone did actually just say this a minute ago. So we're just beneath VWAP. Yes, Pikachu. Check BTC, it's at VWAP. It is. I would imagine that this will break through the VWAP. I am feeling like this moves higher today. Reason being, okay, you put in the 38,800 low, or a little bit lower. I'm just going to keep saying that number because I want it in everyone's head that is the number I've been saying for ages. We got that nice move up. And then yesterday, when we were talking about this, as we were talking about this same scenario playing out in the trading room yesterday, about coming down and sweeping these lows. So at this time, this was the daily level from Tuesday. So this was Tuesday's open. You can see we had that tap onto Tuesday's open, and then it's got swept yesterday. And what I would like to see after taking this low is a move up to take out the high. So see if we can get some continuation. Obviously got to get through VWAP, got to get through daily open, and then you got to do that previous low. But now's the time where we have the opportunity to get those closes back above here if this can continue to push on. Now legacy markets obviously have been very bullish. I know there's a little bit of a drop here on the initial balance, but that is completely normal. Same thing happened yesterday. Okay, so New York session opened, it dropped, and then it just went crazy for a while, dropped back down again later on in the day. But overall, when you actually zoom out, it's a mad like price discovery bull run craziness going on here with the NASDAQ. So overall, extremely bullish, and yeah, just seeing where this can end up. So let's see how Bitcoin goes, see if it can break through. And maybe there's some alts that we can look at as well. I'm open to whatever. Tesla long. We'll have a look at Tesla. Pikachu, great content on X lately. Thank you very much. I am going to, I mean, I need to do a bit more. I've been doing the daily update videos, although I didn't do the one this morning because I was a little bit hungover. I want to do more like threads and educational stuff on X. Just finding the time to do that and trade, and then do like all the trading rooms and stuff with the crew. Difficult, but I will get around to it, I hope. Who was with you in Taurus night out? So we went to see the football. There was myself, it was Cake, it was Dave. And then we met up with some friends as well who were out here. It was good fun. It was a good night. Possible short off previous day high SFP. Yes. Yeah, so like previous day levels, you have previous day high. You have, this was previous day low, wasn't it? There wasn't a lower, no, that is previous day low. So I'm not really interested in Bitcoin coming down and taking this low again, because it's taken the internal liquidity. It's done that job, and I would want to see this push higher. Now the thing is, at that point, once you start to get like acceptance back in here, I would be looking for those moves back up to the weekly open, previous week open, previous week EQ, yearly open, all of this stuff that we've got a little bit higher, so around about that 42,500. 44k is a bit of a way off, but there's the potential obviously that this could start to squeeze higher. But as it is still in a range, yeah, you could maybe SFP, see if it then holds as a back test. If it manages to hold on this occasion, then we're looking for higher. So something along those lines would be nice. I don't know what the rest of you are thinking about that, but yeah, that could work. Monday POC and Monday value area high would become targets, yeah. The dream is 44 to 37. I'd be really scared about 47. You guys know that. You know my thoughts about 47k. But yeah, like move up to 44, hit this point of control, take out these highs. At that stage, I would probably be flipping bullish again, looking for like us to hold and continuation higher, thinking that maybe that's the correction over. I would certainly look for shorts on this because I think we could see something that goes like that, comes back into the range and goes higher. So there'd still be a good opportunity short if we are given the opportunity to short 44k, if price even gets there in the first place. And yeah, if then you can take a short position and take that all the way down to 37k, then great. Is there any like altcoins you guys want me to have a look at? I checked the so surprise surprise, it turns out like Satoshi VM is a bit of a scam, which I thought was always likely to happen anyway. So glad I stayed away from that. Solana. Woo! I'm only walking slowly, but I can definitely feel it. I'm feeling it today. The walking is helping give me some energy, but man, I really want to have a nap. It's one of those days where I just really want to have a nap. I only had a few hours sleep last night. So with Solana, I don't know. Like, I feel like even if we get another run from Bitcoin and from crypto in general, I just don't know if Solana has it within itself to continue to push and to continue to lead the market in the way that it did over the past few months. So whilst like, okay, if Bitcoin goes up and the market like recovers, starts to do well, it's quite nice on the Binance chart here. I actually really like the way that this is looking for higher prices, but I don't see it being one of the highest performing assets. So therefore, I'm not so sure I would want to be choosing that as like one of the assets to trade, because I do see underperformance in comparison to maybe what ETH might do, like if the uptrend that it was in just this really nice steady uptrend, right? And that's essentially been broken at this stage. So, do you look for shorts? I mean, if Bitcoin gets this move towards 44k, there could be a chance to look for shorts here. Let's say if we don't get this kind of performance from Solana. I just want to check something. So Bitcoin move up to 44 is about 10% up from where we are now. 10% up on Sol, it does take you into this daily. So if you're looking at this as like Bitcoin comes up, sweeps some highs, that kind of thing, if Solana was to do something like this and reclaim these higher parts of the range, I wouldn't necessarily be looking to short it, but I am looking at this area here around about that $100, which is kind of nice, right? Just a nice even. You've got this just sideways range that got put in before it put in its big high. Is that a little daily? It's not a daily OB there, but then you've also got this daily order block here, right? With liquidity and with a gap on the chart, so this 4-hour gap just beneath that, so you like break through, lose this trend line, continuation lower. Now if we do see that where Bitcoin gets a rise of 10% and Solana isn't outperforming, then I think that could give a good opportunity to short if it's the same narrative. Like, so did you get what I mean? Like if Bitcoin hits 44k, Solana's move up is almost like pushed up by Bitcoin, and we see that Solana BTC isn't outperforming in the way that it used to. I reckon there would be a good short. Also worth charting Sol BTC. So where is this? I'm not going to use that high. It is that 618. So could you see then the BTC pair for Solana once again cooling off for a little bit, coming back down as other assets have a chance to lead? But that's the other thing for myself, is like I do naturally have a bias for taking long positions, because you can't make a whole lot of money from shorting. There's so much more money to be made from longs, and that's just a normal thing. So yeah, I would look at something. There is an opportunity, okay, I'd say at a short position if you see underperformance in comparison to Bitcoin, right? And I think it would look a little bit like that. Now on the flip side, you can also look for long into this. So I'm overthinking this quite a lot. I'm overthinking this quite a lot. Because I don't think there's a very clear trade. So on the one hand, yes, you've done this and you can get a long. So I'm torn between two ideas. Like, reclaim this low at the range, your invalidation is down here, you'd have a take profit one here, and at that stage it's just whether this continued bearish momentum across the market goes and like Bitcoin does the 44 to 37k route or the 44 to 32k route, then you'd look at something like this, which takes you back into back test where it broke out. Yeah. However, if Bitcoin continues, then Solana will continue. So it's one of those. We'll see what the market is looking like if and when something like this happens. So I'd feel relatively confident in like a trade along, but are you going to get that, or are you going to get that and then down? I don't know. And I'm thinking about it too much. But yeah, I just like $100 is a nice even number. I'll leave it here on the chart. This is the Sol Binance chart. So let me post this as just like a possible idea. Because I do reckon a back test of like $60 is inevitable at some stage. It's cleaner on the daily, right? Could do it here. Screenshot that. For reference, that was a lot of possible trades on Sol, very dependent on market conditions. Very dependent on market conditions. Okay, I posted this into, I spelled everything wrong because it's really hard to type. Posted it into my channel on the Discord. What else do people look at? Sui. Or what else do people ask for? Sui. Lolita. Sui. USGT. Nice. ICP. ICP is an interesting one. And I'll go into why momentarily once I've looked at Sui. I'm bullish on Sui overall, right? Really hard with a naked chart. Do I have a chart that's got some more stuff on it that's not old? Nah. So this was a trade I'd previously taken on Sui. Still holding this as a spot bag, by the way. When we were looking at the breakout, deviation from the lows of the range, reclaim POC, and pump away. So that was a really good move of 200% so far. Happy days. Back in November took this. This is one of my nice Coinbase trades. Now, what this is doing at the moment is again kind of interesting. It's just the typical thing, golden pocket retrace after a big move up, come back down to 618. There's stuff below here. I don't mind that you've left space between where previous highs were and where this is retraced into. Now, again, it's like stuck between a rock and a hard place again. And 4-hour chart, I love. 4-hour chart, 4-hour OBs, those type of things. So it moves up into this. You have a breakdown in price quite fast. Okay, leaving gaps behind. Yeah, you got a big, just down, 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 down. As you come back up, through that fairly easy, okay? Creating, once again, little gaps in the chart. And then you got this one. So the last little block that took you higher was here. Now, what this did locally, I quite like, because you have high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, break, clearly. Okay, so at this point when you're breaking above here, you're consolidating sideways. Let me just do this. And it's around about that same level, okay? So as you break through these highs, then you're impulsing through it, and to come back in and test this OB does set you up for a nice little long from here. And you would essentially be looking at something that is entry within this, maybe the 50% of the order block. You don't want to see closes below that. Now, this does set up for another trade here because I'm seeing a little bit of a gap on the chart down here. But you do have something that, if you're bullish, can take you back up towards these highs again. And this, again, I think is very likely if Bitcoin reclaims the range. And this is why I'm just holding off on a lot of alt trades for now, because it is just like the market is just trapped trading within a fairly narrow range right now, and I could see this just continuing. But if it continues and holds support, maybe in a couple of days time it's just boring, and then we get a little sweep of this range that gets put in, and then you can enter along. So if this has a bit of a rise, doesn't make a new high, and then you go down onto like the 1 hour time frame, go a little bit lower, if you were to see this just start to play out where it's just narrow range and then you pop and then you can go for a long. I'd look for something like that. Alternatively, I'm looking at an entry that would take you below this low. But then you've got lower targets. So not like, again, not an ideal chart to be trying to trade, because there's a few different things. I'm seeing too many possibilities, and this is a very similar thing with like I just showed on Solana. There's quite a few possibilities of what could happen, whereas when you're looking at something that was very clear, I want to see like something clear to me. This was just really, really nice and easy. All right, you put in a little range, you drop below, you reclaim it, you're holding the point of control, and then it's like, okay, cool, we can work with this. Right now, there's just a lack of stuff to work with. Because for all we know, this could just be this, right? And then you're looking for a move back down into this range, in which case, that idea, where you're looking for a long, once again, similar with Solana, becomes, there's your 4 hour OB, and then what you have over here is previous range, probably high time frame levels. Again, I'm overthinking this. Why is my brain actually works in a much more analytical way when I'm a bit hungover, obviously. Yeah, you see, it's kind of clear, right? You've got let's remove that POC and look at the POC from this move up. You've got value area high within there, and also you're looking at this range here, right? The point of control of this range here lines up with some of this. So if this is to be more corrective, and you're going to be going, the whole market is going to be going through more of a corrective move, then you go A, B, C, D, and then higher. So I just don't know. Which one do you like? Like, do you like long to continue and take highs already, because it is a strong performer, or do you like the short that takes it down to 85 cents? I like them both, which is why I don't think I'd be able to trade this at this very moment. So if it did drop down, then I think that would be a good area to buy. I'll set an alert down here. If it does ever come down here, below like 92 cents, ideally, yes, got it right on 92 cents, perfect. Ideally down towards about 85, I think that'd be a really nice buying opportunity. If bull market continues and this is a deviation of range lows and Bitcoin goes up, it's never going to get there. It's never going to happen. So, yeah. Because if Bitcoin goes up, it's going to drag this up with it. And this has been an outperformer recently. More recently than Solana. Okay. I'm going to have to go whiz through some other ones. Shorted ARK following the huge negative funding. Yeah. Oh my days. That's really nice though, isn't it? Like, just to have a pop-up like that just goes ping. There goes your highs. And then actually this is looking like it could be decent support here already. Yeah, very good. Okay, don't really need to do much more on that. That's I know what you traded there, Delirium. And he had a second opportunity as well. Look at that. Like, if you're looking at where that second, like, 1 hour candle. Oh, man. Oh. 5 minute chart. right back into that. Look at that. So you could have gone for this. I probably would have done this as a trade. Short, there's the high, and then you're just looking down here. So I don't know if I would have continued to hold all the way down, but I think if I was as good as Delirium, as much of a legend as Delirium, I think I probably would have also looked to short this. And actually, look at that. Okay, if this comes and cracks, it's done it, hasn't it? Yeah, it basically has done it. So there's no, I don't think there's any way I'd still be, or I certainly would have taken profit at least twice on this. Hindsight trade. I totally would have done it, guys. I totally would have done it. Well done for finding that. I guess there's no excuse not for finding it, because if you're like I am, and often in the morning I just do like a scan, and this is very early on in your scan. Don't know why the Woo chart's not as good though. I don't get it. What was I just looking at? Was I looking at something different then? Eh? What was I just trying? ARC USD a spot. Why does that chart look so much better than that? That is, look at the difference. That's insane. What? So this went to $1.23 and this only went just above $1. Ah, weird, man. Weird. Notification on high funding. I mean, yeah, because you had spot at such a premium for a moment. Weird. I don't get it. I don't get it. I like what I just saw. Raphael, why don't we have a Telegram group for quick updates and increased channel audience? We do have a Telegram group. Shall I plug it? I do have a Telegram channel. I'm not very good at using it. Not the best. But I do have a Telegram channel. So, how do I share this? I'm not good with Telegram at all. t.me/Taurus trades. Here we go. So if anyone wants to follow, like I do, I just post little updates in here. I haven't posted in it for a couple of days. Greg, what's the added value? You just get more ways to listen to my bullshit. That is the added value. It's another way to access my mind. As if you needed any more ways to access that. Because basically what it is it's I don't know what it is. But yeah, join it if you like to. We'll turn it into something. It's another avenue for me to shill everything in my brain towards you. Right. QNT. Wow. It's a slow burner, this one, isn't it? I hold spot QNT because I think it's just very low risk here, and I do like what they're doing, but there needs to be a narrative, I guess. This is something that will probably do well latter stages of bull market, once there's a lot of retail hype and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I've got a spot bag. I've had a spot bag for a while. I have been accumulating it. It's just a slow burner. One of those that it's there. I think it's going to do well in time, but whatever. decent area to buy it. Like if it's sat around $100, like if you can just go simple Forex one day, like you're at $100 now, it's very likely to go to $400 again at some point in the bull market. So if you just want an easy Forex, then yeah. Raphael, easier and quicker to access than X, in my opinion, more organic. Yeah, that's the thing. I think that was the idea, or that is the idea behind it. Is basically on X, I just post a load of trash, like I just shit post a lot as well. So on Telegram, it's going to be just specific market updates. I just want to have it as something like, this is a trade I've taken. This is how I'm looking at the chart right now. I'll post in when when I've got a video upload. I should also alert of when I'm going live. Maybe I can get a bot to alert when there's new content posted and put it into the Telegram channel and just make it a little bit more. So it's like a lesser version of what I do on Discord, or just yeah. Because on Discord, I'm sharing a lot of stuff and we do the calls and things. Telegram, I'm just sharing market updates and where trades are and things like that. And then obviously Twitter is just, well, X is just X, right? Grayscale just sent 5,865 Bitcoin, 234 million to Coinbase Prime. They've been doing this every day. So you can track this on, does anyone use Arkham? So if you're not aware, there is a website where you can track this stuff called Arkham. Now, I can't remember where I find, and you can see where they're selling it and things, so it's good. I'd search on X again of where this is. So if anyone's not used Arkham, it's really useful just to look at like what's going on chain. And this is where a lot of the FUD for Satoshi VM happened, because basically you can track on here, and basically the guy that created Satoshi VM dumped all of his tokens. It's a scam, and I thought it was be a scam anyway. And this also goes into the ICP thing. So I know someone asked about ICP. Basically, everyone that's so hyped up about Satoshi, whatever it is, Savum thing, scam coin, scam ass, very don't know, whatever. It's basically just ICP. Like ICP is doing the same thing. Like blockchain, Bitcoin layer 2, 1. My brain not working, but check out the two projects. If you like Satoshi VM, you'll probably like what ICP are doing, and they're like a more legit project. So. Do the likes not refresh, or is it really only 9? Why is there only... Come on, how many likes do we have? No, we've got 27 likes, I can see. Let's get this up to 50 likes. Let's hit 50 likes. There's not many people viewing this today. I am going to wrap it up fairly soon, because I am sleepy. I missed it if you answered it earlier, but do you use the WooDex or SEX? My apologies if you answered already. I use the Woo centralized exchange, so I use WooX. I have used the DEX, but it's fairly basic at the moment. It's just like a like any kind of swap site, so it's not great for charting up and doing other stuff. They are improving it and they're getting more stuff in there, but I use the centralized exchange. Yeah. And if you guys like, still, I know I keep saying it, but if you are looking for like a new exchange to start trading on for this bull market, like I thoroughly recommend using Woo. They're just doing everything. They're just doing everything right. Like in comparison, we're in a like. I'm gonna put the Woo token on here as well, because I'm bullish on the Woo token, although it is having a bit of a dip right now. Well, I'm bullish on this token overall also. Yeah, just the exchange is really good. So, you know, for the last year, we've just been kind of played with these B-book exchanges like BitGet, MEXC, where they're all internal market makers, which means that the exchange is actively trading against you as a trader. And the way that the exchange makes their money is through liquidations of traders on top of fees. Okay, so they are like the sole market maker when it goes to, so if you're looking at MEXC, KuCoin, BitGet, a lot of those exchanges. So I only, the only reason I go to like MEXC or KuCoin is because they get shit coins earlier than anywhere else, because they just have no standards. Right, literally just like they have no standards, so they'll just post any old trash. But with Woo, and there's a few other ones, Blowfin as well, stupid name but a good exchange, they're A-book exchanges that have like real liquidity and multiple liquidity providers. So you're not just trading against basically an algorithm within the exchange computer that just wants to liquidate people all the time. You're trading against other people, the liquidity is real, there are multiple market makers operating on the exchange, so it's just real, like, and it's yeah, more of like a proper exchange, organic exchange. So I do really like Woo as a centralized exchange. I think it's one of the very few that you can trust. So yeah, that's where I trade. How often do you have a red month? What do you mean, me as in my trading, or like Bitcoin? As in, like, how often do you have a red month, like trading crypto, or what do you mean by that? Do you usually snooze in the afternoon? No, I do not. I never normally have a nap. I went out last night and I'm tired. I only had a few hours sleep. Trading. So it depends. Like, yeah, that's a good answer. I like French Paul's answer. I'm gonna roll with that one. I have red months no more than once a month. Yeah, that's a really good answer. But anyway, the thing, Delirium, see you later, have a great day, see you later. Red months, it's been a while, like, I don't really know how to answer it because there's different things. Like, I'm certainly having a red month on my spot portfolio at the moment, which is normal. But then when that happens, I just go back to, this is why I've just been trading legacy markets. So I took a few trades. So challenge account is up, right? My main account, my trading account, had been up since October because I've been hammering crypto and just been trading crypto and just going long everything, and it was really easy. Now I hit a few stops when we had that first crash, so there are a few trades that didn't work out, which has put my portfolio red for the month because a lot of these are spot trades and things have got stopped, and I've just given back some unrealized P&L. But by doing that, I just switch over and just trade a different asset. Like, if the conditions aren't right for me on Bitcoin, then I move on to a different asset and I look at trading like something like the NASDAQ. And that I've traded that, like, this is only this week that I've started back trading the NASDAQ, and I've been up every day. So today I've only taken a couple of trades because I'm a little bit hungover. But I've just been getting those winning days back in. So I basically have like 3 accounts. and I just copy trade them across the whatever. I can't even explain properly today. But yeah, that's what I do. Like if my portfolio is pulling back and I just need to make money elsewhere, I'll move over onto the NASDAQ. And as of yet, I've not been making losses on this. So I'm not saying that I'm like winning all my trades. I do have a very high hit rate when it comes to the NASDAQ, but I am prone to like hitting max daily loss every now and again if I get caught on the wrong side and it just moves quickly against me. But yeah, overall, it's been fine so far this year. So fingers crossed that continues. Touch wood. Not a red month so far. Do you watch Agra? Yes. What is going on with Agra? Should we have a look? Spot buying is still pretty strong here. I do like the look of that. So this is the thing, like there's been a lot of this Bitcoin being sent to Coinbase Prime, right? But we're not seeing that result in any big spot selling yet. There's actually a lot of spot buying. So I don't really know. I mean, Grayscale is selling, or they're sending to Coinbase every day, but yeah, we're not seeing the sales coming in as much. I'm just looking at this very like briefly. Again, French Bull is probably a better person to ask about this for what's going on with the flow, but there's not a huge amount of selling. This looks kind of healthy to me. Yeah, whatever's being sold is being absorbed easily right now. Why we might very well go to 44k. So French Bull is feeling bullish. That's a good thing. I also, where's my... where's thingy-majiggy gone? Oh, here it is. This is what I want. Didn't load. I hate how it always resets the stuff. This is really slow today. Why is my computer so slow? So this is something else we spoke about yesterday in the trading room. Like what we've seen since the drop is just open interest hasn't picked up at all. So if we look at the rise that's happened, and this is mainly on perps, right? This rise was a lot more just shorts closing out of positions. So you can see with CVD going up, open interest going down, suggests to us that it is more short positions closing than like new long positions opening, giving kind of that fuel. And I think that's what we're just waiting for at the moment, is we want to see the CVD start to push higher, but we also want to see the open interest start to push higher. And then as a result, we want to see price pushing that. And this is where we can start to squeeze. So when all these, it's obvious, right? I'm just stating the obvious. If we see buyers and more open interest and prices going up, that's good. That means price is going up. So yeah, we want to see that's what I want to see right now. A lot of this is just, there's been no real initiative, but I do like the spot buying. I do like what's going on here. So yeah. They removed the buy wall in Binance Futures below. Let's check that out. I'm doing all the stuff today. And also let's look at Coinbase here. So CVD Coinbase has been buying. So this is where you've had the selling, right? So 24th of Jan PM. Yesterday afternoon, you had a bunch of the GBTC selling. Day before that, afternoon. I mean, it's just during the New York session. So do we see this start to pick up? Do we see that selling start to pick up here on Coinbase? And can the market absorb it? Binance futures. Remove the Bible. This. There's still a little bit there. I mean, and down here, right? I don't know. I wouldn't read too much into that. Yeah, I wouldn't really read too much into what's going on the order book here. Doesn't look like there's anything like this. Just looks fairly normal, what you'd expect to see quite often. Can you easily explain the price CVD OI correlation? Yeah, I can. I have a thread. I have a thread on X. I guess you can use like the advanced search feature. Let me find it. OI CVD. From me. And I'll just, how do I search by me? I can't find it. I think I posted it on like the 1st or 2nd of January. Where's it gone? And this explains it really clearly. I'll post the link into this for this because it's easier if I just do it here. And you see, oh my god, where is this thing? I just tried searching for it, I couldn't find it. Bloody hell. I'll come back to that. Seriously, what's happened to that thread? Ah. Aha. Aha. Got it. Got it. Found it. So, Sebastian, here we go. This is on X. So, it's here. So I've done a big thread, open interest, to basically talk about open interest, what you want to see as you're trading, what is healthy with the trend, divergences as well, explaining a bit about divergences. So yeah, give that a read. And then I've put in some nice tools where you can look at this stuff as well at the bottom. This is what I need to do more of on X. Got like, yeah. Quick look at ETH. I am trapped in a long. Okay, I'll look at Ethereum and then I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to call it a day there. Ooh. That's not looking good for Ethereum, is it? Damn. Obviously, this is not previous week low anymore, but this is just a low. Man. Yeah, no, Ethereum does not look very good at the moment. But it's a similar thing, right? It just... holding value area low. So this range, so this volume profile is taken from basically what you see on the screen here. Yeah, so it's this range. It held value area low and it took the internal lows. All right, and this is what we often look for, is that you had this wick down, you make another low, this has come down and it's taken out all the like internal liquidity within the range without taking out the ultimate low. So actually outperforming Bitcoin from within this bigger range, but right now just not really getting that bounce. The issue that we have on Ethereum is that it's caught below that point of control, can't seem to get back above it in the same way that with Bitcoin. Like Bitcoin's essentially caught at range lows. So whilst Bitcoin's trading down here, and we need to see it pop back up and trade back through the range, Ethereum's caught at that POC, needs to get back above there. And then we've got this yearly open as well. So, I mean, for ETH, yeah, there's every possibility that it can follow what Bitcoin's doing and come and take out these lows. But again, you get back above that POC, you start trading around that yearly open again, it suddenly starts to look okay. Bitcoin pushes to 44K, and I think we see Ethereum push back up towards these highs, even if it's only like value area high again, and then it just starts to roll over. I think it's very, very dependent. The whole market is very dependent on whether Bitcoin can just get that move up and can just absorb this selling that is like apparently coming from Grayscale every day. So ETH BTC is another one of those. Like I like it here, and I like this pullback, and I do think that there's going to be good opportunities with ETH. And I think when it starts to bounce, it will outperform Bitcoin. So overall, I like it. Like, I like that it took out this low. I like the reaction. It's broken down like a lot of this market structure. There's not really been an impulse like this on Ethereum for a very long time. Okay. So you're looking at over a year since Ethereum had a decent like reaction and started to push up against Bitcoin. It's just been like, Ethereum shit. And now it's finally starting to look fairly decent again. But when charting the BTC pair, it's a bit difficult. Like, you've got volume here, you've got a high volume node. From a weekly, it looks all right, yeah? Because look at this, you have like these weekly candles that are just blocked together, you're making a new low, you've got this weekly OB below, and it's just back testing what was that like high, that beginning of the month high, or that month, actually this is the yearly open, isn't it, on BTC pair. Beginning of the month high, what a stupid, why did I call it that? You get the idea, yearly open. Monday the 1st of January. So watch for this. See what happens around there, yeah? Like you can see on the way up, there was that little rejection, came back in, back tested. I'd say watch for this yearly level. So Ethereum right now doesn't look great. It could very well see another drop down towards range lows, but if there is to be a further drop, I think that would be a really good buying opportunity. So I don't have much words for comfort if you're trapped in a long right now. Because for me, I think lower is the more likely short-term like way that this is going to be going. But if you can hold on and you can handle, depends how long you are. Like, I mean, I also bought some ETH with very low leverage on a trade alongside Bitcoin. And I can probably handle this going a little bit lower. I wouldn't be too fussed. But yeah, it doesn't look great. I do kind of think that it can see another move, a leg down here, before it recovers. Yeah. Sorry, no words for comfort for you if you're stuck in a ETH long. Not right now. You have to make that decision whether it's acceptable risk to continue to hold that. because we're just waiting for Bitcoin. Bitcoin pops, ETH will be fine. Bitcoin doesn't pop, ETH bleedy bleedy. Pendle short now. Short now! Pendle, USDT. That was non-financial advice, by the way, on Ethereum. Do not do what I just said, because if you close that long now, you know it's just going to start pumping. And if you don't close it, you're screwed. That's just the way trading goes. Pendle short now, yeah. Yeah. I see that. This would be great. Okay, so you've had that drop. There's not really been like a big old market structure change thingy, whatever, going on here. But if this was to go, I'm looking at this chart, I'm seeing interesting here and interesting here. I like that. I like that. That also takes you back to a nice even two. I love even numbers, man. The market likes them too. Can I get it like there? That's close. $2. I reckon we can build some confluence around there as well. We can build some confluence for this. Oh, yes, please. Okay, this is looking good. Really low risk, right? This is so similar to the OP trade that we had like just before Bitcoin dumped. So similar. So Pendle. Who just said that? Helping hand. Helping hand. Thank you for the helping hand with finding like something that actually looks really, really good. That's a nice setup. Like, you never know. I'm not a fan of shorts anyway, because diminished returns in comparison to longs. And this is a rare outperformer. Like, Pendle is up and most of the market is down. So you do have to be a little bit careful with it. You have to make sure that you're placing a hard stop loss on this, because for all we know, it's taken these lows already, right? It's taken these ones and it is going higher. So for this to just go ping, take the lows, anchored VWAP, and then to just SFP this high, I don't know. As a trader, I'd be like, fuck yes, I want that. This one, not so sure. I would still be looking at higher targets. So if this doesn't work out, the next place that you can look. Why do I always click the negative fibs one? Because it's obviously a good expansion. Yeah. Is there something that we can do here? Also, like, what is this? Just pure, like, it is just price discovery, yeah. Did this exist? Is there anything that has a? Nah, this is actually just price discovery. Okay, what is Pendle? I've never heard of it. That's a really actually nice looking chart. 4 hour looks really great. If it does go higher, watch $2.60 for it to put in a local top. Yeah. So you got your 1-to-1 extension of the 1.272 expansion. So this is if a local SFP short trade does not play out. And you could almost go for the same one. You could probably still go for something like this. Because at some point you're likely to come back there. Yeah? A couple of options, both of which will have a very... So you only need one of these to hit in order to be profitable. They might both not hit. So yeah. That long, man. Because that long would have been something like you could have just gone bang, bang, yeah? Confluence down there was really good. So yeah, trading against the trend. Possible short on Pendle, but it's also one of the stronger assets out there right now. So if basically this is now OP, I should have just held this short. Like this was so nice. OPUSDT.P. Was it this one? Yeah, because remember the short that we had in OP? If I just held, I'd be like, ballin'! Because we took this short on live stream. We did this live and got that. But then, right, I was a fucking idiot, man. Because what did I do straight afterwards? I longed it. And then I just gave back a load of my my P&L because I was bullish on AP. And I tried something like this, yeah? I tried that same thing that you're just looking at on Pendle. And then I just gave back like most of the like gains that I had made from that short by taking a long. Like an idiot. Don't like rules. Rules are there for a reason. I don't like opening trades in balance. I like to take profit in that. Yeah, I opened along there because I'm a dickhead. And if I just simply held the short, I'd still be holding this and I'd be chilling. I would be chilling. But hey, we are all flawed. We all make mistakes. But hey, at least I got the top, right? Even though I gave back most of my gains, I took that short. And I didn't make the most out of it. So yeah, Pendle looks really similar to that. That's all I'm saying. Right, that's gonna be enough for me today. I know this was a little bit more just like analysis rather than tradey live trading. Brain power not there for live trading. I've done some trades today. I'm happy with my day's work. I've literally all I've done today is just get a couple of trades and just get each of my account over $200. So it just counts as a winning day. So I just want to get a nice, like another payout this month because I've only just started back on NASDAQ again. I took a payout at the end of last year, and I want to get a payout this month. So I just want to get those winning days. You got to get 5 winning days. This is what I'm trading on Top Step. So I've got to do a new 5 winning days, and so far I've done 3 winning days. So this will be my 4th winning day. And if I can trade tomorrow and just make $200 or more, like yesterday was a good day, day before that was a good day. But yeah, if I can just do another winning day tomorrow, then I can get a payout by the end of the month and give myself like a few grand, which would be good. Okay. You go back to BTC low time frame. No, I just said I'm finishing, man. I'm done. Are we dumping? Yeah, look, this is the Coinbase selling's probably started now. One last look. One last look. Is Coinbase selling? It's Grayscale selling. Let's check this out because we'll be able to see if they are. And then I'm finished. I'm done for the day. Just a very, very quick look just to see if this is going through. Nah. We'll see if this starts. I mean, they are a little bit. Okay, thanks everybody.